Welcome back to the Raleigh Oaks Baseball Club here on OOTP 25. What you see right in front of you might be the culmination of two series. This might be the perfect point to end it, to be honest. World Series, Raleigh Oaks taking on the former club, Los Angeles Angels. It's an even year, not an even year, but it's a 2045 year. It's a good year to end on. We shall see how I feel once this series is over, but it might be the perfect spot to end it. But let's hop in and see what this Los Angeles Angels team looks like now in this 2045 season. I would imagine there still are guys that we would be familiar with, but there's definitely going to be some guys that we did not have anything to do with either. So take a look at how they did this season. They were second place because their Pythagorean was like much higher. They were like -9 in their Pythagorean. You can see 103, they won 94 games. Second place of the D-backs, but they're in the World Series showing that they were really, really good. This was 100%. If we look at these standings, expanded standings, plus 220, that's the second best. Plus 285, that's us. That's the best. So this was definitely the matchup of the best two teams from each league, respectively. So we take a look at the team stats page once again. You can see they actually weren't that good offensively. They strike out a ton. They don't get that many hits. They don't really hit well for average, but they do score a decent amount of runs. They have good WAR. They hit home runs. They walk a lot. They steal. They just don't get on base, and they don't get on base, and they strike out a lot. So basically, they're what every 55-year-old guy who doesn't understand analytics thinks that teams are doing. And then on the pitching side of things, very good. The best ERA in the American League, the best starters and bullpen, least amount of runs allowed, best WAR, least amount of hits allowed, second in opponent's average, fourth in BABIP, first in home runs, second in base on ball, eighth in strikeouts, and then really good defense as well, fourth and sixth defensive efficiency and zone rating respectively. So take a look at this pitching staff. Luis Linares, a long-time Met and Houston Astro. We've known about this guy for a long time. Back-to-back 8 WAR seasons. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. They also still have Kurt House, who's 35 years old. Still an absolute stud. This guy has been just a monster for them in LA. We're going to have our work cut out for us in this one. Ernesto Pimentel. We all know about this guy. He was a 5th-round pick of ours in 2033. He has turned into a legend here for the Los Angeles Angels. He's put up an 8 WAR season in the past. We'll have to see how we're going to beat this team. Andy Sankey, who sounds familiar, but I did not sign this guy. Why does this guy sound familiar to me? Maybe I just saw him at some point, like I've just been aware of him. But yeah, he's their closer. Pretty damn good one at that. Luis Murillo, decent ratings in their pen. Josh Lawson. I mean, this guy's their 4th starter right now. So yeah, they're very top heavy in the pitching. It's these 3 starters, this closer, and then nothing else really. Ben Kaiser. I mean, he's good. I would. Yeah, this guy's good. Billy Hall, not really. I guess he has decent control, but not really anything else. Like this Jeremy Bawden guy is like decent. Nothing too crazy though, aside from these 4 guys here. And mainly these top 3, these 3 starters. So then you take a look at the lineups. Some interesting names that we're aware of. Jesus Doors has turned into a decent player for them. His ratings look like he never really has lived up too much to the ratings, it seems like, but he still gets decent numbers for them. Hits a decent amount of home runs, like 20+ home runs every year, sometimes 30, and plays a decent second base. So Jesus Doors. Kevin Johnston is a guy that we drafted, did not play for us ever, but he has turned into a monster for them. We took him in 2036 in the 6th round. So somebody we took that has developed, and they just are reaping the benefits of our drafting. Juan Espinoza, he is still there. He's been here ever since we left, and he's just been a steady 3 WAR player every single season, essentially. Greg Plantier is another guy that we drafted. We never got to use, but he is now developed, and he is one of their best players. This guy is really, really good. And then Alejandro Rod was an international free agent signing of ours. No, wait, no, never mind. 2040. This was the season that we did not do. So this was the immediate offseason that we left. They signed this guy as an international free agent. Juan Castillo is their center fielder, who I guess we did take, but he was like decent at AAA this year. Ben Lucky, don't know anything about him. Arturo, I'm not trying to do that. Arturo Mancha. We signed this guy as an international free agent signing in 2035. Yes. Okay, yeah, international free agent. I don't know why I've read that so wrong, but yeah, we definitely did sign this guy. He's now a member of the team. Jonathan Lucarelli, we did draft this guy. Mike Clore, I know we drafted this guy for sure. He's been around for a long, long time. And then Mark Lowe was a trade out of Rutgers. And I'd imagine they also have some injuries. Yeah, Chris Aquino is hurt. So that's why we won't be seeing Chris Aquino. He's wrecked at this point. He's hurt. Had a really good season for them. He now has a career 426 home runs, but he's currently hurt, so we will not be seeing Chris Aquino. Maybe when he returns, but not right now. No, he won't be able to come on the roster. So yeah, we won't be seeing him. David Tamayo is their usual shortstop. He was a international free agent signing of ours. He's turned into a solid player. He will not be playing either. Alejandro Canalate, we're all aware of him. The insane gold glove. He's only won one gold glove? That's crazy. Give the guy more than one gold glove. You're telling me he didn't win a gold... What was his one gold glove? 2044. So he won it this year. But he didn't win it when he had a 25 ZR? I mean, come on. Get the guy a gold glove. Get him some more gold gloves. He deserves it. He's a generational defender. Currently wrecked out for the series. And then Sergio Rivera is like a whatever pitcher. He's also hurt. So taking a look at the head-to-head for the positions here, we have the edge for most of the everyday players. They just have the better first baseman than us, although Juan Ramirez has no slouches of his own. And then Tapia, once again, no slouch compared to Doors, but, really good player. Then we have the edge everywhere else, but then they have the edge in pitching. I do think that most games they're going to have the edge in pitching because they just have the better overall pitchers than we do. But I think we have the deeper staff than they do. So we'll see how things go. Game 1, Raleigh Oaks taking on the Los Angeles Angels here in North Carolina. The last time we faced them was year 1 in 2040 in the World Series, and it did not go well. They stomped us out pretty good, but we have done much better since then. We are the juggernaut right now. We are trying to three-peat. Let's see how it goes. Wilson Morales immediately into some trouble. Doors on third with nobody out. Juan Espinoza bloops one into left field. 1-0 Angels. Okay. And then Espinoza's on second. Little dribbler, Amancio, goes to first, 1 down, runner on third. Now it's Plantier. Draws a walk. Castillo draws a walk. What are we doing? (6-4-3). Holy hell. 6-4-3. They only tagged 1 on us. Move things on to the bottom of the first. We do nothing. Morales in trouble once again. They also scored again. 2-0. Runner on second with 2 outs. Ramirez makes the play. 3 down, but they do tack on another one. It's a 2-0 lead. Bottom 2 now. We do nothing. Scoring against this guy is going to be tough. We do nothing. Or no, they do nothing. We get a man on second base. Oh, I forgot to start Yates, so Pineda's playing. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. It's a 7-game series. So Pineda's in center. And swing away. Pop fly. 2 down. Gusty stays put at second base. I'm tempted to try to hit and run, but I'm not. 2-0 count, hit well, but right at Castillo in center. 3 down. So top 4, they do nothing. We hit a home run. Luis Rodriguez solo shot makes it a 2-1 ball game. We are back. Not that we were out of it, but we have cut their lead in half. Still at the plate here. We do nothing else. So top 5, they do nothing. We do nothing. They do nothing. We do nothing. And now Morales is coming out of the game. This is Carmona territory. Carmona is going to come in. Okay, so they have men on second, 1 out. For their shitty hitting catcher who gets it blown right by him, that's 2 down. Now it's Andy Young, who I've been aware of for some reason. I don't know why, but maybe I'm thinking of a different Andy Young. But 1-0 count to him with 2 outs. Ground ball to Caffin, makes the play. Out number 3. Move things on bottom 7 in a 2-1 game. Tapia, 3-1 count, facing Linares. Ball 4. Steal second, perhaps. He's off and running. No throw down. Juan Ramirez. Ground ball. Moves the runner over. That's basically a bunt. So we have a runner 90 feet away for Luis Griego, who can't bunt, so I'm not going to do any squeeze shit. Take that first pitch. Ball. Take another pitch. Ball. Swing away now. Little dink shot. Right field. That'll score a run. It's a tie game. 2-2 is the score. Griego's on first base. He's going to steal second. They're trying to throw over. We're going to try it one more time. He doesn't like it. Now we're swinging away. Full count. Clubs at the left center. 2 down. Griego. Steal second again. They threw over. We're going to try one more time. They threw over. Okay, we're going to take a pitch. Now we're going to try to steal. Griego. In there. 2-0 count. Now a 2-2. But then Caffin grounds into the second baseman. 2-2 will be the score as we move things on to the 8th inning. Carmona on the bump. Scoreless frame. They bring in Andy Sankey. Crazy. All right. They're really good reliever. Full count to Gusty. Pop fly right field. 1 down. Now it's Pineda, who I think we're going to pinch hit for. We're going to bring Yates in. He's also going to play center field the rest of the way. Boom. Just swing away. 0-2, not great. Yeah, he goes down swinging. Now it's Langarisa, works a full count. And he pops him up the infield. We'll move things on to the 9th. Still tied at 2. So Carmona getting fatigued. Really? Okay, well, we don't want to overwork him, so we're going to bring in Bubba Parks. Probably could have just did the wrist, but Bubba Parks, blowing it by him. Let's see what he does to Rod here. Ball 4. Gets out of it from there. We move things on. Bottom 9, it's Rodriguez, Tapia, and Ramirez due up. 2-3-4. As Rodriguez hits one well, but right at Castillo in center. Then Tapia, 2-1 count. Ground ball, fielded by the third baseman, Lucarelli. 2 down. Now it's Ramirez. Crushes one to center field. Gone. Who else? Who else could it possibly be? The man who won the series MVP in the DS and the CS starts the World Series off with a walk-off bottom 9th home run over our former club to win the game 3-2, and we have a 1-0 series lead. We are back here for Game 2. After the walk-off in Game 1, Santiago Mendoza on the bump for us. They actually have Josh Lawson going, so we have the pitching advantage for this matchup. Vince Yates is also in center field. Let's get into it. They score 2 immediately. And then we 2 more base runners, and there's still nobody out. All right, strikes him out. Rod, dribbler. And Amancio goes to second with it and somehow gets the runner over there. And then Amancio loses that one, and it's going to score a 3rd run on what should have probably been an easy way to get out of it. And then this guy is going to hit a little dink shot to center field, and that's going to make it 4-0. And then they get another runner in scoring position, but then we finally get out of it. But the Angels, 4-0. Mendoza's just going to need to give us depth here. He's just going to need to not blow our bullpen here in Game 2. Or at least one of the guys in the bullpen if Mendoza gets a stinker in the second. But we do nothing. Scoreless. Ramirez on second. And that'll be out number 2. Come on, we should be able to get to this guy. He sucks. There is no reason why we should not be just destroying this guy. As Caffin works a full count. Spits on ball 4. Brings up Rocky Gusty. Spits on ball 4. Vince Yates. Skies it on the first pitch. God damn. Mendoza scoreless frame. We do nothing. They do nothing. We tack on one with a solo shot. I think it was Griego. It was indeed. We don't do anything else, but it's a 3-run lead now. Mendoza in trouble. All right. How about you intentionally walk him? And then we bring in... I mean, he's basically the same against both. Same. Bring in Clyte. Clyte has come in the game. I feel like we haven't used him as much as I should be. That's going to get land in, and that'll score 2. 6-1. Yeah, 6-1. Runners on the corners now. Another little bloop shot. Just brutal. Gets a fly ball. Finally, we get an out. Lucarelli goes down swinging. Doors pops one up. Making the play is Yates. We move things on. We do nothing. Clyte scoreless frame. We tack on another one at 7-2. Clyte scoreless frame. We tack on 2 more. Suddenly it's a 3-run game again with 2 frames. We are going to bring in Kurt Holmes. Gets himself into some fucking trouble. First and second, nobody out. Jesus Doors blows it by him. Now it's Espinoza, who's a lefty, will face... And then, of course. Oh my god. I was like, oh, well, if the lefty faced the lefty, he just goes 3-run blast, and that'll seal the fucking deal. We lose this game. Oh my god, maybe not. We just put a 5 spot in the 9th. I mean, imagine if we didn't give up a 3-run blast in the 8th. We would have the lead right now. What just happened? Walk from Amancio. Walk from Cathin. They bring in a new guy. Gusty walk. Yates strikes out. Langarisa singles. New guy comes in. Rodriguez flies out. Walk from Tapia. Ramirez walk. Griego single. Amancio strikes out. A lot of walks, and we put up 5, and now it's a 1-run game. Bubba Parks. Give us the scoreless frame that we need. He does indeed. Ben Kaiser on the bump for a second inning of work. We are down 1 run somehow. Do we want to pinch run Alehar or pinch hit Alehar? It's against a righty, though. So it's a bunch of 55s as opposed to Will Cathin, who, is not going to strike out in this spot. Yeah, we're just going to let Cathin hit. Take the first pitch, though. Strike 1. We believe in the Aussie. Bang! That's up against the wall, and Will Cathin has himself a leadoff double. Beautiful. Beautiful. Do we have any faster runners on the bench? Pineda. I mean, Broadhead has a little bit of speed, but he's not great a base runner. I think we're going to go Pineda. Pineda's going to come in and pinch run for Will Cathin. Boom. And Rocky Gusty is just going to swing away. 2-1 count. Cracks it up the middle. That'll be an easy score for Pineda. The throw to the plate is not going to be in time. Rocky Gusty ties the game up, baby. 10-10. Holy fuck. What just happened? Now it's Vince Yates. Can we steal second, perhaps? He's got 75 steal. Doesn't like what he sees, but so we're going to swing away. Don't grab it. Don't 5-4-3. Come on, man. Not what we want. So now Langarisa. Keeps the inning alive. Base knock. Base knock for him. It's Rodriguez. We trust him. He goes down swinging. So we will not end it there. We move things on to extras. Holy crap. As Alehar is going to come in and play shortstop. And Bubba Parks is still on the bump. Scoreless frame. It's bottom 10. Still Ben Kaiser on the bump. It is Tapia, Ramirez, Griego. I mean, Ramirez walk-off home run would be legendary. Tapia 2-1. Skies it in the infield, 1 down. Man. Now it's Ramirez first pitch swinging. I almost got excited. Hard hit, but right at the left fielder. 2 down. Now it's Griego. Nice play by the first baseman. 3 down. Move things on top 11. We're taking out Bubba Parks. And we are going to bring in... Or no, we're going to let him face the lefty. We're going to let him face the lefty, pitch the batter, and he's going to walk him. No, he's going to give up a single. Boy. Is Espinosa one of those lefties that just like mashes lefty? Yeah, he's not bad against lefties. Dude. But, I mean, we still want to get the lefty in there. So now we take him out. We bring in... We're going to bring in Carmona. I want to see how this goes batter by batter. So the 1-2 blows it by him. Then we got Plantier. Blows it by him. Then it's the shitty catcher who's playing first base and can't hit. Blow it by him! Luis Carmona. Oh my God. Holy hell. Bottom 11. We got Amancio, Olejar, and Gusty. They are bringing in Andres Bahana, who I had on one of my lists for some reason. I might keep an eye. I was aware of this guy at some point. But Amancio, leading things off. We got to start taking pitches because these guys are swinging at everything. Another ground ball. Take the first pitch. Strike. Olejar comes in, his first AB in a while. Gets a base knock. We're going to steal second. At least attempt. Olejar's running. The throw down. Not in time. Let's go. He's in scoring position for Rocky Gusty. Can he do it again? Strike 3. 2 down for Vince Yates. Take that first pitch, please. Ball. Take another one. Ball. Take another one. Strike. Okay, now you're swinging. Fielded by the shortstop. And we move things on to the 12th. Okay. Carmona. We're going to take him out. We're going to bring in Dusty Powell. Scoreless frame. We're on to the bottom of the 12th. And it's top of the order. Langaris is even first pitch swinging. And he's going to sky one. You're the good eye guy. Jesus. There we go. Full count. And he strikes out. 2 down. Santiago Tapia. First pitch swinging. Ground ball to third base. What are we doing? Top 13. Scoreless frame from Dusty Pallett's bottom 13. Juan Ramirez facing Steve Klein. We have to get to this guy. Take a pitch. I don't want you first pitch swinging. Strike. Swing away. Strike 3. Take a pitch. Ball. Now you can swing. Ball 4. You're going to steal second. Doesn't like what he has. You're going to take another pitch. That's a ball. You're going to try to steal again. They're going to throw over. I'm tempted to hit and run. We're going to do it. Ah. All right. 2 down, runner on first. Let's try to steal. You're throwing over. One more time. Throw down, not in time. Olejar facing a lefty. Pops it up to the infield. Oh no, misplayed! Griego comes in to score! Oh my God! What happened? What happened? Oh my God! Insane way to walk it off in the 13th. And we have ourselves a 2-0 lead in the World Series. All right, folks, the series is now in Anaheim. The Angels playing host to us. It is Kurt House, the man that we signed to the Angels, facing us. We have Nathaniel Broadhead on the bump. Once again, the only change to the lineup is that Vince Yates is playing center field. Top 1. Rodriguez on second. Tapia 2-2 count. Little dribbler. Basically a bunt. Rodriguez is 90 feet away from scoring for Juan Ramirez. It gets away, and we strike first this one. It's 1-0. We do nothing else. Scoreless frame for Broadhead. We hit a home run. That was Griego. 2-0 lead. Was it Griego? I don't know. Bottom two. Let's just look. I feel like I was reading that wrong. It was Griego. So bottom two. Scroll this frame. We do nothing. Rocky Gusty got hurt. Okay. Eric Olehar is playing third base the rest of the game. Nothing going for them. Nothing going for us. Nothing going for them. We tack on another solo shot. Who was that? That was Amancio. We do nothing else. We have a 3-0 lead. And Broadhead is cooking. He is shoving. Another home run. That time, it was Ramirez. I know he had 6. Juan Ramirez with 7 home runs and 23 ribbies here in the postseason. Incredible. My God. And then Griego homers. It's a 5-0 lead. Broadhead continues to cook. They bring in a reliever. We do nothing. Broadhead into some trouble now. 86 pitches. First and second. Nobody outs. It's 5-6-7, though. We're going to see what he can do. 2-2 to Castillo. Gets him. 1 down. Alejandro Rod. Gets him. 2 down. Andy Young. That's a walk. But now it's their shitty catcher who can't hit. This is his last batter no matter what. Ball 4. Walks in a run. The shutout is no more. And we are going... That's the wrong team. We are going to bring in Jameer Clyte. 3-1. Fly ball right field. Griego puts it away. 3 down. 4-run lead remains intact. It's top 8. We hit two runs. What just happened? Langarisa walks. Rodriguez home run. It's a 7-1 lead. We don't do anything else. Clyte scoreless frame. We tack on one more. It's an 8-1 game. Our pitcher is fatigued, but it's 2 outs in a 7-run ball game. And he strikes him out. We have a 3-0 lead in the World Series over the Angels. Rocky Gusty has a sore shoulder. He has moderate influence to his throwing for 5 days. But I think that we're gonna leave him on the roster here. I don't want to take him off the roster. We need his bat. So we're gonna keep playing him. It is game 4. Once again, it is Josh Dickerson going for us, looking for the sweep, and trying to avoid getting swept is Ernesto Pimentel, the man that we brought in to this organization, we extended, and has turned into an Angels legend. Let's see how it goes. Top 1. Langarisa's on second. First pitch swinging is Rodriguez. Skies it into the infield, 1 down. Then we have Tapia. Well hit on the ground, but nice play by Andy Young. Langarisa's on third with 2 outs. Juan Ramirez spits on ball 4. Tries to steal second. He's going to do just that. Then Griego crushes one right center field. That's up against the wall. 2 runs come in. Griego has himself an RBI double here in the first inning, and the Oaks jump out to a 2-0 lead. Beautiful stuff. What's Amancio got for us? That's going to get away from the catcher with really good defensive ratings. And Griego's 90 feet away, and Amancio has a full count. Who spits on ball 4? And then Will Caffin comes up, the scrappy Aussie. Okay, grounds out, but we do tack on 2. And we have Josh Dickerson on the bump, who gets into some trouble, I guess. 2 outs, but runner on second. And then he strikes out Alejandro Rod. Scoreless frame. Top 2. We do nothing. They do nothing. We do nothing. They get 2 on, nobody out. Jesus Doors, top of the order. Lays down a bunt. Dickerson goes to first with it. And they get both over into scoring position for Juan Espinoza. Him and Plantier have been the ones that have been killing us this series, I feel like. Espinoza, doesn't matter what I do to him, he's doing something good. But we're going to pitch around. 1-0. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. 3-run blast. Maybe I should just walk them, but it wasn't like the guy behind him was worse. So Espinoza 3-run blast, and the Angels take a 3-2 lead here in this game. And now it's Greg Plantier. Nothing else going in the inning. Weaver runner on second. 1 out for Rocky Gusty. That gets through. I don't think Caffin's going to score. He is. Okay. 3-3 game. People are still launching off fireworks, even though it's not New Year's Eve, it's the next day. Top 4. Or no, it's still top 4, obviously. So Vince Yates digs into the box now. 1-2 count. That gets through. Gusty's going to score. And Vince Yates gives his team a 4-3 lead here in the 4th. Can he steal second, too? He can indeed. So Yates in scoring position for Langarisa. Top of the order. He's going to bloop one into left field. Yates moves up to third base. It's runners on the corners now. Oh, he scored. Yates scored on that. Okay, so 5-3. Luis Rodriguez digs into the box. Still 1 out in the inning with a 5-3 lead for us. And then Rodriguez goes opposite field. Bloops one in front of the right fielder. The inning continues. How about another... Okay, that one gets away from the catcher. We have 2 in scoring position now. 1-2 count to Tapia. And he grounds out to the first baseman. 2 down. So now it's Juan Ramirez. That's going to get caught for the 3rd out of the inning. But we do have a 5-3 lead as we reclaim our lead. Bottom 4 now. Dickerson scoreless frame. Griego's on second. New pitcher in the game for them. Rocky Gusty at the dish. Goes down swinging. So bottom 5, scoreless frame. We have 2 on in scoring position with 1 out for Santiago Tapia. And he gets plunked. Bases are drunk here for the Oaks. And Juan Ramirez, who goes down swinging. Now it's Griego. New pitcher is Bahena. Crushed. Right center field. That's the 2nd time he's gone out to right center this game. He's going to have his 2nd double of the game. He's going to move up to 3rd on the throw, too. Bases clearing. 8-3 is the lead. The Raleigh Oaks, baby. Let's just half it from here. We tack on 2 more. It's a 10-3 ball game. Dickerson scoreless frame. Rodriguez got hurt. Oh, that's not what you want. Well, Pineda will come in, but then Yates will play left, and Pineda will play center. Yeah. Can we just half it here? We tack on 5 more. It's a 15-3 ball game. Dickerson scoreless frame. Nothing going for us. Dickerson scoreless frame. We tack on 2 more. Let's see if Dickerson can get a complete game. He's not going to be able to. We're going to let him pitch this guy. I mean, he struck it out. Let's see if he can just get through this. Why not? 2-2 to Castillo. High fly ball right field. Okay. 17-4. Do we dare let him face this guy? Why not? One more guy. One more chance. Okay. We're taking him out. I know it's a 17-4 lead, but I mean, we're not going to let him face 9 million people throwing 200 pitches. So to close things out, Luis Carmona. 1-2 count. There it is. There it is, baby. The three-peat. And who else could it be against but the Los Angeles Angels? I mean, is that not the perfect culmination of two series right there? That's got to be where we end this thing. It has to be. It just has to be. What could we possibly do more of in OOTP 25? We three-peat World Series with the Raleigh Oaks, 2043, 2044, and 2045. And then in the third one, we beat the team that we took over. And let's not forget here, we didn't lose a single game the whole postseason. We sweep the Twins. We sweep the Rangers. We sweep the Angels. What more could we possibly do in this series? As taking a look at the playoff coverage here, Griego gets the series MVP for that one. But, I mean, just an incredible postseason for Juan Ramirez. He put up 5 ribbies and 2 home runs in that one. He had, 11 in the one previous? He had 9 in the championship, and then he had 11 in the DS. Just an insane postseason from our guy Juan Ramirez. We take a look at his batting splits here in the postseason. Boom. A 204 WRC plus and 57 ABs, 7 home runs, 25 ribbies, 16 runs scored, a 1216 OPS, swiped 4 bags as well. Juan goddamn Ramirez, folks. I mean, Griego had 13 ribbies in that series, 4 home runs, he had 10 hits, he slashed 556, 600, 1333. I mean, we were just incredible. Taking it to the Angels. Literally did not lose a single game the whole postseason. Congratulations, you have won it all. You and your players join the Immortals in the Major League Baseball Champions section. That's damn right. That is damn right. Look at this roster. Just an incredible collection of players. A lot of these players here for all 3 of the championships. All 3 of the World Series. I mean, I've never had success like this in OOTP. I always end up having these teams that do win 100+ games every year, but then we just go to the playoffs and we just get destroyed in the first round, destroyed in the second round, and we just have these horrible playoff appearances. But I mean, that was the case with the Angels. How many years did we go between the 2 World Series that we had, and then we come here and the first season we go to the World Series, lose to the Angels, then we make the playoffs every year, and then we win 3 in a row to end it out. I mean, just crazy. 2045, do not lose a single time, sweep everybody, beat the Angels. 2044, we start things off against the Blue Jays, tight series, beat the Royals, beat the Dodgers in 7. And then in 2043, it was a huge comeback against the Braves, beat the White Sox, who was my arch nemesis and my Royals save I had going before I did a series, and then we take out the Yankees in 7 games. And it's just, year before that, that was when we got first rounded by the Reds. And then in 2041, we lost to the Guardians, who then went on to win the World Series. And our first year was when we got smacked by the Angels in that World Series. You take a look at the team history. Now, one thing I will say is that this will not be the last episode of this. The next episode you see from this series will not be an off-season one and then obviously doing the rest of the series. When instead, this will be like the actual last true episode, and then the last episode you'll see from this series will just be like a combined this and Angels looking at the full careers, like a lot of guys that we've had throughout the seasons. Just a lot of like dudes who I thought were key parts of our teams, and seeing how their seasons went, looking back on some Angels players, and then also simming like 10, maybe 15 years into the future in this version. That's the same universe, obviously, but simming like 10, 15 years into the future, and then seeing how all these current Raleigh Oaks careers play out.